Wilson's dumb pierogies!
The hell was that? That was hella Seuss. There wasn't even no talking. I remember there was a lot of talking. Oh well, who cares? Roadmap 3. PNG. Anybody interested in a roadmap? Note: please remember that the roadmap is provided to give the community a sense of what we are working on and what is driving our decisions and what we are focused on in the coming year. None of this is a promise or a guarantee. We always prioritize quality over deadlines, and all dates and timelines are estimated to the best of our current ability. Many longtime fans will know that we often add new things to these plans, which often shifts things around a bit, so it is recommended that you avoid scheduling your vacation plans around our dates. This roadmap is subject to change at any time, but as we have done in the past, we will let you know if any of these plans change significantly. 2022 recap. Our goal for 2022 was to set the stage for what was to come next for DST. In the 2022 roadmap, we saw the year of the Catcoon and Bunnyman. We released refreshes for Maxwell, Wickerbottom, WX78, and Wilson is right around the corner. We released QOL updates all over the place, including a revamped crafting UI, a redesigned Ancient Guardian, map QOL changes, world presets and new world settings. We released DST on Nintendo Switch and introduced shared unlocks and offline skins. We added more games to the Midsummer Carnival, and we released the Curse of the Moon Key and a little drama updates. We released 10 sets of Twitch drops and 50 plus hotfixes with bug fixes, tweaks, and balance changes. 2022 was a busy year for Don't Starve Together. While it may not have been as content-heavy as some players were hoping for, the changes were necessary to prepare for 2023, and we're ready to talk about that a bit. This is going to be a pretty substantial post, so I am going to give a bit of a brief TLDR summary first, then get into the meaty bits. Additionally, I should mention that we're still doing a lot of experimentation and tweaks to how these plans are being implemented at the moment, so I have to be light with the details. Surprise, surprise. But we want you to know what you have to look forward to. What's coming up in 2023? TLDR. Our goal for the next roadmap is to smooth out the experience for less experienced players and provide longer-lasting endgame challenges for veteran players. 3 content updates, 2 core game enhancement updates, all the usual events, a secret bite-sized crossover, Don't Starve 10-year celebration. Additionally, this roadmap does not cover a full year, because the last roadmap ran into 2023. Wilson_compendium.png. What we're doing and why. Don't Starve Together is arguably one of the most challenging survival games out there right now. However, some of the design principles that were used to create the original single-player game can feel unnecessarily unfriendly in a multiplayer game. The original Don't Starve was designed around the idea of players being self-directed. However, multiplayer isn't always compatible with this design, and was largely why we resisted multiplayer for the original Don't Starve. With DST, we have smoothed some of the rougher edges over time, but most of the focus has been on providing group-based challenges up until more recently. We think there are still a few areas that we would like to see improved upon, and many of you have suggested the same. The areas that we are going to focus on in this roadmap are in early game discovery, and the late to end game loop. Now, before you start getting worried, know that we understand that we're stepping into some weird territory here. Our goal isn't to make the game easier, or even to make the game harder overall. The goal is to make the game more interesting in the ways that those who love Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together will enjoy, while also providing people who don't know the game more opportunities to understand what the game expects of them. But not all Don't Starve Together players are the same. To some, DST is too easy, to some it's too hard, and to others it
Wilson's dumb pierogies!